Okay, so with Doom here, I guess Fear's not happening. I wanted to do it with the mod, but I don't have the patience to mess with that right now. I came across one Steam complaint with the exact issue that I had with that. No solution that I could find. I don't feel like messing around with it when this is, pretty on par and pretty fun and interesting. I never got around to finishing this game from way back. A lot of interesting things going on with it. A fun fact with something I just experienced synchronistically was, I think the time frame of like 2046 is exactly in alignment with the Sphere movie I just watched for the first time. Never heard of it, just saw it on Tubi. If you want to take a peek at that. Well, immediately I noticed my audio is messed up for some fucking reason. So let me try this again. On the Fear recording, the problem was I had it very loud because my fan in the background is pretty annoying. So I've had the volume up if I don't have headphones in pretty loud anymore. As to why you heard an echo for the first time in one of my videos, I guess. So just making sure what I've done here. I didn't even look at how much health I had. This was the first game that came out with the graphics that were just like unimaginable.
Gas leak stopped. Fire extinguished.
And I guess one of the most hyped games around that time. I was just trying to think where that was, because this can be sort of a labyrinth. If you know this game. It is for me anyway. I might listen to some of those again because I couldn't hear it about a day or two ago because of stupid fucking fan. And I don't always like to have headphones in. It gets on my nerves, whether it's the skull candy in my ears or, for me after a while, the big headphones start to hurt. Yeah, I don't recall where this is. I don't remember how old I was when I had this. Could have been 9 or 10. But even though I was really young, I didn't mean to pick that up just yet, just in case. I remember it being a lot harder. It could just be because I'm an old man now. It wasn't so bad. I'm not going to say which guy from Twitch it is. I don't even know if he's really popular. He might be, but not on YouTube. He once told me I'm pretty remarkable at shooting on a certain game. I'm not going to repeat and give away who it is, maybe. Well, I think I do okay. But to his surprise, probably, I don't fuck with online shooters. I mean, that was an online shoot. I didn't consider that an online shooting game, though, because, well, I don't want to give it away, but you can shoot in it. You can if you want to. Basically, it was because I was using a controller, of all things. I thought that was sort of impressive. I don't know. I play Counter-Strike a lot. Pretty much from when I was about 9 to 18. I'm never to talk about that on this channel, aside from, you know, the old WoW crack. I liked, what is it, 1.7 and Source. And I could do the, you know, the scout no-scoping at some point when I got a little older. You know, got really good at that. I like surfing, too. I wasn't really good at surfing, but surfing and shooting is what I'm bragging about a little bit. I think I maybe should have waited. But I thought I heard 2 of them. I basically, in many cases, I'm not against bragging about myself when bragging's due, but the only game I can say that about, like, I'm good at that, is WoW, on certain classes. And it just depends. Like, I'm good at rogue PvE, but not so much PvP. I mean, arguably. I've killed Storm X a bunch of times as a rogue, if people know who that is. I'm not going to say who I was, but you remember. He developed sort of an issue with me quite personally for a little while. And then we were sort of friends. Definitely friends. I've also played with Peo and stuff, which it's kind of funny to see him popular. But I didn't really like. It wasn't the same as like with Storm. Like I did some groups and stuff with Storm. Like Peo was just sort of there. I probably was in a group with him before. He's great. He's a great player. That was back when that dude, you could not fathom him becoming, I guess he's like famous these days. The amount of views he gets. For this game, I haven't fully set up my controller that much. So some things I have to reach over to the mouse for. I don't know if I'm using the best graphics mod. It's not the one that I wanted. The one that I wanted had some issues with it. So.
Safer worlds for everyone. For centuries, people on Earth have waged war over two things vital to human existence: fuel and water. As part of its ongoing commitment to create safer worlds for everyone, the UAC recently unveiled its development of the Hydrocon. Though still in its prototype stages, the Hydrocon will, in one dramatic move, forever end all shortages of water and fuel. By splitting iron oxide molecules, the Hydrocon produces oxygen and hydrogen cheaply and safely, without the need for large amounts of electricity. The hydrogen is then used for hydrogen fuel, a substance so versatile and clean that it can be used in everything from home appliances to today's most demanding rocket engines. A side benefit of producing this fuel is an endless supply of pure, spring-like water that is more refined than any earthbound spring. We envision a world where technologies such as the Hydrocon can be used to end drought and civil strife in impoverished nations where water or fuel have ever been in short supply. While always at the forefront of scientific research and development, Union Aerospace hopes that the creation of the Hydrocon will continue to make safer worlds for everyone.
I'll go ahead and listen to one of these while I walk. It's cool that you can do that.
Audio log for Jack Smith.
Wait. I'm trying to think what order this comes in. I have no idea if it's like, in that order or, going top to bottom to top. I'm not sure. I'll just play this one.
Audio log for Kyle Berger, research supervisor for the The elemental phase deconstructor is fully operational, and the research data we have gathered so far is very impressive. Unfortunately, we had a terrible accident last week. Research Assistant Patterson was calibrating one of the torque emitters in the chamber. And witnesses
The reason
say
I blacked the
he
screen out was
was
because
it was like something was talking. It was not a pretty
It's
sight
weird.
as it took off the backside of his head.
I don't know why,
A
but
few minutes, although I'm not sure you can consider that, but they say his eyes
my jump
rolled
button
back
is
and
now
forth.
registering as shooting as well. So I have 2 jump buttons, though luckily. So
Anyway,
don't know what's up with
due to
that.
this, I have enacted new safety protocols in the lab, and we have stocked storage cabinets with emergency medical supplies. Code to the cabinet.
Okay, now my triangle button is messed up too, like that. I don't understand. I didn't care to talk over that because I couldn't fucking hear it anyway. It's not just my fan in my room, you know, my real physical fan. It's also the whole ambience in this is too loud, so I have to adjust that and also fix this. These controls are just fucked up right now. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, you startled me. Man, I'm ever glad to see you. I thought I was all alone. It's been freaking spooky lately. Hyder got blown a few circuits and it's unstable. Be careful of that gun. Straight bullet into the glass shields and blow the whole area. I'm gonna try and get this thing stabilized. I'll head to the science office when I have this under control.
Okay, so it's in that order. I don't know if I was saying this because I got so distracted by this weird bug with my Android key, but see, when I want to switch to the flashlight, it's also meshed with the fire button. So. But as I was saying about X-Play, or Extended Play, as it used to be called, I remember watching like tips and tricks on that for this. There's like so many cool things. I haven't found one of them though. I just remember that. Good times. First time I ever saw Postal 2 on Extended Play. Never got to play that back then like I wanted to. I was probably like 7 years old then. Now some of these bugs like that, which I've never seen this one, I have to stop the game. I don't want to do that right now.
People on Earth have waged war over 2 things vital to human existence: fuel and water. As part of its ongoing commitment to create single. Though still in its prototype.
I forgot I can run on this. I don't know
The need for large
if
amounts of electricity. The hydrogen
there's stamina though. Haven't paid attention to that. Well, I came back was I didn't even look that it was locked. So. I feel like that probably is a secret area like I was just talking about though, but I'm not gonna bother, I guess. Just see what happens here. Feast my eyes upon some things I've never seen before. Like, as far as I ever got was to the Pinky mini boss, which is nothing for me now. Never got this far. I'm not going to replay from the beginning, but you can actually play the Turkey Puncher game. There might be another one you can play, but that one's broken. So. I think this was like the first game to ever have it to where you can see yourself in the mirror like that. I mean, it just was absolutely mind-blowing. But I think it got pushed back a few years, which, speaking of like alpha versions, I might put on some mods with alpha versions. Like I want to just look at the guns and stuff.
Hello, is this reaching anyone? I'm broadcasting on a very low frequency. I'm not far. It's not me. I've locked myself in storage. Please, if anyone can hear me, please help me.
Hey, it fixed itself. It's not shooting when I'm. Let's see. Yep. It's okay now. So I might play this for a long time now. Yeah, I get that irritated by little things like that. Really, this is like, why is this happening to me? I'll just stop. It really. I get annoyed pretty easily. Quake 4 sounds good too. That's a game I got pretty far in, but I don't know if I beat it. Speaking of cameras and mirrors. Are you kidding me? That had to be such a fucking flex back then. And like now with Red Dead Redemption 2, for those that don't know, I got tongue-tied, so I muted myself, but I don't know when was the last time, if I had ever talked about this on this channel, but I didn't have anything post 360 era until pretty much the Series S came out. You know, this gen stuff. And basically, what I'm trying to say is imagine not really feasting your eyes on new graphics and stuff for a long time. And yeah, the first newer game, I'm trying to think if it was sort of brand new at that time, RDR2, that just was mind-melting for the first time since I was really young. You know, because I basically lived like I was in jail for a long time. I didn't have anything, pretty much, you know. Just did for a very long time, and yeah, RDR2, like I was saying, as far as I go with mirrors, like even the tiniest reflection, you can see everything in it, you know, whatever it might be. Anyway, let's play this recording if I can hear it.
Audio report regarding the disrespectful treatment of the research staff, September 14, 2145. As you know, I have gone to considerable effort to recruit my staff researchers for Alpha Labs. Finding team members with the qualifications, let alone the willingness to come to Mars, has not been a trivial task. You know this already. But it is necessary that I emphasize why their complaints must be taken seriously. We won't be able to keep our people who will recruit new researchers if the harassment continues. No, harassment is exactly the right word. I'm routinely getting reports of UAC security asking inappropriate questions and submitting my staff to unnecessary background checks. I must insist that we be allowed to keep our personal lives private and be left to complete our assignments without further delays. If there is some kind of security threat, I suggest that UAC security look more deeply into their own staff. This is Andrew Chin, and
Oh, it's 21:45. In the Sphere movie, it's just 21. My mistake. Couldn't tell where that was coming from.
Since the dawn of the space age, Union Aerospace has been at the forefront, not only developing and deliver that fuel to make the dream of deep space research a reality. The answer has been a resounding no. As a storage unit, non-binary anti-matter drives.
Bravo team reports they've located your position but are unable to move to your current location. Head through engineering and try to link up with them in Sector 3.
Must have thought I was playing Fear for a second. But it's so easy. I don't know what stopped me from playing it when I was younger, because it's really easy. It's a lot easier than other stuff. Back here. I remember this girl at work a few years ago. She was astounded that I said I never really, like, honestly beat a Super Mario game, or I mean any Mario game. I beat Super Mario World pretty much through and through. I mean, I guess I have.
Shoot.
But that's it.
I can help you. The lights are all out.
And of course, Yoshi's
I'll lead you
Island.
through here if you can get the office space.
It's fantastic, but it's really easy.
Come on, I can't wait.
So there's something about this I don't
Hurry up,
understand.
we can't stop.
Like,
Electromagnetic pulses have knocked
I didn't
out
even
the
get to read
electrical
what that
systems in this
said.
area. Watch out. A big one could knock out our ones.
and for that, I'm not going to pay attention to him anymore.
Hurry up, we can't stop. Here's one. What was that? Stay close.
Okay, that shotgun is just so superior, if you haven't noticed.
Don't let it get me! Oh, thank God it's dead. Hang on. Here comes another. Don't let it get me! Oh, thank God it's dead. There's the exit.
all things, you know what mod I bet there is out there for this? Chest flashlight mod. I'm gonna cheat and look this up real quick. And for what? I want a new weapon.
Warning. Toxins present. Please execute cleanup procedure.
This is Operations Coordinator Mark Lamian, dated November 1st, 2145. I'm filing this report because I am frustrated beyond belief by the level of incompetency I have to deal with here. I don't know where HR is getting the new employees, but the last 5 guys they've sent me were all a bunch of idiots. They can't get any of their work done on time. I constantly have to keep an eye on them. They work slow, they don't follow any of the standard operating procedures, and they can't even remember basic things that I tell them. For example, I changed the cabinet door codes here to 1, 2, 3. Because I thought that was easy enough to remember, but they still forgot. I don't understand why HR can't get me better people. I'm requesting full authority to hire and fire my own employees. It's the only way I can run my department smoothly. End of log.
Okay, that helps.
Toxic gas is cleared. Waste disposal area now safe for entry.
Ronnie, you gotta pick up the pace. We got more men down. Bravo team is barely holding their own.
I don't know why. But yeah, I do. Why the console keeps popping up like that. I want to hit escape. I'm gonna stop for right now. So.